I'm Mr. Ohio born player made. I'm sharp as razor blades. I'm the truth in the booth. You come to troll, catch this fade. Come on in. Where you been? I call you family. Now we can feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. What's up with it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm too loud. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is JuniorTheTruth. And this is indeed, man, you feel the, I'm Mr. Ohio born player made. I'm sharp as razor blades. I'm the truth in the booth. You come to troll, catch this fade. Come on in. Where you been? I call you family. Now we can feel the vibe on this rap. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Come on and get up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Shotty on the track. It's Shotty on the track, man. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is JuniorTheTruth. And this is indeed the Punch Junkie presents The Truth on Boxing, man. I am indeed your host, JuniorTheTruth, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Thank you so much, man, for taking the time to tune in, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, that's my fault, y'all. That's Stormy B, man, in the back. Stormy, don't strike me, man. Stormy, don't strike me, bro. My brother Stormy B Man's video was playing in the back. Stormy, don't do it. You feel me? Stormy, don't strike me, man. What's up with y'all, though, man? Salute to y'all. Thank you so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. If I had a million tongues, couldn't tell it all. Man, I am a DJ host, JuniorTheTruth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth. That's JuniorTheTruth. And that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. But if you really, truly looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network. Punchjunkie.com will get you there. It is indeed the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man. So y'all be sure to come on over and check us out. Thank you, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. This feels good, man. Like this really, truly feels good. Like 2 days in a row. Oh man, this is dedication. You feel me? Hard work, dedication, prayers, and belief, man. I think I messed up. Or did I? Oh no, I didn't. They didn't messed up, man. But salute to y'all, man. Thank you so much, man. Once again, to the entire community. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community, man. Salute to the Punch Junkie community, everybody, man. Thank you all so much. Salute to the Replay Gang. For those of y'all don't know, the Replay Gang is actually a thing. There are a lot of people that, this time doesn't work for them to catch the show live. So they faithfully and religiously come in and consume the content, man, and interact. They show love, man, by way of Cash App and PayPal after the fact, man. So thank you all so much. Salute to everybody that's catching this show live and in real live, and salute to everybody that's catching it in syndication over on YouTube, or salute to everybody that's catching the podcast or catching it in the podcast format over on Podbean, Spreaker, Apple Music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, no matter where you consume your podcast content, man. Thank you so much. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. Y'all know it's Troubleman Tuesday, man. Y'all know it's Troubleman Tuesday. I don't even know if I have a sound for Troubleman Tuesday. I don't even have I don't even know what sound to play for Troubleman Tuesday. I'm really gonna work on this soundboard, man. You feel me? Because I wanna, like, I much rather change my voice. You understand what I'm saying? Like I much rather
change my voice for Troubleman Tuesday. Yeah. It's Troubleman Tuesday. You know what that means? I'm just playing.
Let me stop, man, before they be then gave me a strike or told me I got horrible content. I got dangerous content or something like that. But it's Troubleman Tuesday. This is where we really truly cover the heavy topics, man, and we look at things in a way that nobody wants to look at. We tell some truths, you know. We just gonna keep it a brick. We tell some truths that, people don't really want to, they don't really want to say. People don't really want to talk about, but we hold these truths to be self-evident. You feel me? Like, we hold these truths to be self-evident. Um, that everybody's created equal, that all smoke is created equal. So we're gonna come up with a new creed. We're gonna come up with a punch junkie creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all smoke is created equal. You feel me? that 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 the fighters and that the sport of boxing is endowed with certain unalienable rights. You feel me? Boxing fans are endowed with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the fights we want to see. You feel me? But all smoke is created equal, man. Yes. But this is Troubleman Tuesday. So I've noticed something in the sport, and y'all could bear with me. Maybe y'all agree with me, maybe you don't. But I've noticed something. It looks like it's recent, like it looks like it's very, very recent, right? It looks like it's very recent, but those of us that have been around for a while, we understand that there's nothing new under the sun. Shaquilla Fields, aka Gertrude, my sister, my beautiful sister. I'm gonna stop there. But you know, we know there's nothing new under the sun, Stormy, right? And so it's really been, but this new thing is there's like this savior complex in the sport of boxing. Like, there's this savior complex, and it is like this new phenomenon, and it's sweeping across the sport of boxing at an alarming rate, man. It's just sweeping through, and everybody's succumbing to this savior complex. And at the center of this savior complex right now, it is Turki Alalshikh and this new Saudi Arabia boxing movement. You feel me? Now, I don't get it twisted, because I am not a player hater. In fact, I'm Ohio born, player made. And for some of y'all, I'm the biggest player you know. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm really truly player made. It's in me, it ain't on me. And so I'm not a player hater by any stretch of the imagination, right? So I see the moves that are being made. I definitely salute a lot of the moves. I salute the ambition. I salute the premise of wanting to provide the best entertainment in the sport of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? But I gotta pause for a second and come off of that, and I gotta ask questions. You feel me? I gotta ask questions like, is this really truly saving the sport of boxing? Or is this just another layer of the same mess that's been holding boxing back? You feel me? So are we really here to save the sport? Or is this just another layer of the same old mess that's been holding the sport of boxing back, man? Let's get it.
One, two, yeah. I've hustled harder than most. I'm a beast on these streets, got a revolver I tote. For these niggas trying to take me off the block where I post. Up dailies, sip Baileys out the bottle and smoke.
Now, before I go any further, I don't want you all to be alarmed. I don't want y'all to get all, angry and upset. You know how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be, anytime you challenge the common thought process, a lot of you all are, you feel me? You die hard tribalists, and you're very tribal in your thought process. So I don't want to push I'm not pushing you into an argument with me. What I am pushing you to do is to think. And I am a thought provocateur. You feel me? I am this is over here, this platform, this is thought leadership. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I am a thought provocateur. I am a cultural provocateur. Like, I am a person who is going to probe you and probe you and probe you until you really truly think and you really truly start to ask some tough questions, because that's just where we are. Like, you have to ask tough questions, and in asking tough questions, you have to be in the pursuit, in seeking tough answers. And that's just the reality of it, man. So that's that. So I say savior complex, and before we go too far, I wanna kind of clarify what I mean when I say savior complex, because I'm a person, I'm an educator by trade, and I just don't believe in I'm a person that I just don't believe in saying stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of words in the English language. There are a lot of there's just as many phrases, and then just as for every word and phrase, there are multiple definitions. It's a crazy thing. So if can you believe that there are more definitions than words in the English language? Don't that sound crazy? But there are more definitions than words in the English language. Let me say it one more time. More definitions than words. So I don't believe in just saying stuff and then we just kind of just letting it stay out there, because a lot of times, believe it or not, people are stupid. And so people are stupid and will let you just say stuff um, as to not showcase their stupidity, which allows people to be even more misinformed. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to just do that. So when I say savior complex, I want to break it down. What do I mean by savior complex? And a lot of people may not even know what a savior complex is, even though they've heard it or may even use it. A savior complex is the idea that one individual, usually somebody wealthy, powerful, or position or in a certain position, swoops in and saves a group or demographic. You understand what I'm saying? With regard to this sport of boxing, when I say savior complex, I'm saying that one individual, usually wealthy, powerful, positioned at the center of media hype, maybe, swoops in to save the sport of boxing. You feel me? Dude, now for those of us who have been paying attention, and I want to make sure y'all with me, salute to everybody that's in the building, man. I see y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. But for those of y'all who've been in the sport of boxing, and those of us who've really been doing this, you feel me? So let's say since the year of let's go. I like 20, let's say 2015. 2015 a good year? That's about 10 years. So yeah, that is 10 years exactly. So since 2015, the last 10 years, y'all give me some of the saviors of the sport of boxing, some of the saviors who have come along. You feel me? Y'all give me, and this is a conversation. This is a interaction. Like I want to interact. I want us to talk. Who are some of the saviors that have come along in the sport of boxing? And I'm really gonna wait to see who are some of the saviors that have come along in the sport of boxing since the year of 2015. Salute to the Dirt Gang boss. What's up with you, boss? Boss says Al Heyman. The great Al Heyman. Uncle Al is what we call him. Al Heyman came in and was one of the saviors of the sport of boxing. Can we agree to that? Can we agree to that? Al Heyman was one. Uncle Al is what they called him. Came in the PBC movement, moving a lot of fighters over from Golden Boy Promotions over to the Premier Boxing Champions, the PBC movement, and he was viewed as a savior of the sport of boxing. Are we agreeing with that? I want to make sure y'all with us. Salute to Big Bert. What's up with you, homie? Yeah. Joe Townsend, I see you. Yeah. Who else? Were there any others? Is there another? Feel like we opening up the doors of the church. Is there another? Is there another? So we got Al Heyman for the win. Or Al Heyman for some points. The Dirt Game boss is balling. He can't miss. He said, I hate to say it, but Eddie Hearn too. Eddie Hearn, with the mushroom, aka mushroom boxing. You feel me? Was a savior of the sport of boxing. He was a savior of the sport of boxing. Joe Townsend said Wilder. I'll go with that as well with regard to, from a fighter's perspective, with regard to saving the heavyweight division, for sure. We got Eddie Hearn. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really the two that I was looking for the purpose of this conversation, because now Turki Alalshikh makes 3. You feel me? So we got Al Heyman at one point in time. Then we had Uncle Al Heyman. Then we had Eddie Hearn come in with his transatlantic deal, moving and coming in with the DAZN app and snatching up fighters and getting people to come over there and sign with the DAZN. So Eddie Hearn was the second one, and now we have Turki Alalshikh. You feel me? I don't really count MTK Global because there's not been a great deal of people gravitating and running from one space to another looking for MTK Global to save them, at least not on this side. Now, I'm not sure what was going on in the UK, but over here there was not a lot of publicity and shit around MTK Global and Frank Warren, aka Frankie Baby. But there has been a savior complex associated with Al Heyman in the PBC. Also, a savior complex attached to Eddie Hearn and DAZN. And then also another savior complex attached to what is now Turki Alalshikh and the Riyadh season movement. Now, I guess I'm supposed to preface this, and it's Troubleman Tuesday, so I really don't feel like prefacing this. I don't have any issue with anybody. I don't have any issue with Turki Alalshikh. I don't have any issue with Riyadh season. I am a boxing fan, and so I believe that the more the merrier. You understand what I'm saying? The more people that there are in the sport, the more entities that there are in the sport, the more fighters are able to mix it up, the more we're able to actually have the fights and work toward getting the fights that we really want to see. So I'm all for that. You feel me? I'm all for that. But I just want to be intentional with people understanding what I mean by savior complex and I feel like boxing has a savior complex, and it's nasty. It's very, very nasty. Very, very nasty. You understand? Similar to, it was like I just told you, just within the last 10 years, it was Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, Turki Alalshikh, jumping from savior to savior to savior, jumping from savior to savior to say, ugh, that's nasty. Don't that sound nasty? Ugh. Ugh. Just jumping from ugh to ugh to ugh. That's nasty. Ugh. That's nasty. Boxing has a nasty savior complex. You feel me? Turki Alalshikh, man, he is the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. He's positioned himself as a figure in 2020 and 2024. I'm tripping. Lloyd said Jake Paul. I'm tripping. We can definitely put Jake Paul in there. He's in the conversation for sure. He's in the conversation for sure, especially as it relates to women's boxing. I'm not even finna bicker. Yeah. I'm not even finna bicker. But I think that he's positioned Turki Alalshikh has positioned himself in 2024, and all it has taken for him to position himself was him dropping a bag of money. Him really truly dropping the bag of money, bringing stars like Canelo Alvarez, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and other folks, bringing them to Saudi Arabia for fights, and the whole conversation about fixing boxing. But history has shown us, right? History has shown us that not one man, not one bag, not one venue can save boxing, because boxing is broken systematically. You feel me? Boxing is broken systematically, and it is impossible, in my opinion, it is impossible to fix boxing with by without fixing the rot that's underneath. You feel me? And this is just, I love the sport of boxing. I have loved the sport of boxing for the better part of my life. But we have to tell the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we really truly have to tell the truth. This is no different than if a person has, let's say a person has problems managing money, Bert. You feel me on this, Bert? A person has a problem managing money. You understand what I'm saying? They spend, never balance their books, never balance the budget. They don't operate from a budget. They have absolutely no idea what's coming in, what's going out. They just spend. You feel me? They have a money management problem. You understand? The fix for that problem is not giving that person more access to money. Does that make sense? The fix for a person who has problem managing money is not to give them more money. That is not the fix. In fact, you would be better suited to give a person with money management problems, you would be better suited, and it may be more effective to give them less money if we were offering a resolution to that issue. You understand? But their problem resides far beneath. There is an underlying issue with regard to them and money management that has to be fixed. Other than that, you're just going to only add to the problem and may even amplify the problem even more. You see what I'm saying? So it's the fix to money issues, or the money issues for a person, is not to give more money. There are things fundamentally that the person needs to work on in order to help them. I think of boxing in the same light. You understand? Like, that is my parallel that I will run with the sport of boxing. That is my real world practical application example. The sport of boxing systematically is broken. There are some very, 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 very strong systematic issues with the sport of boxing, right? And no matter what savior comes in, no matter who comes in and presents a different idea or presents more money, because there have been, in the last 10 years, there have been billions with a billions of dollars funneled into the sport of boxing. Billions. There have been billions of dollars funneled into the sport of boxing. But yet boxing still finds itself in these spaces. Salute, Kano, I see you. But still finds itself in this space of needing to be saved. Salute to Tay. What's up with you, love? Right. Yeah. So there's a lot. So there's a lot of stuff that's broken. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm gonna be fair to Turki Alalshikh, and this is not even a whether I like them, dislike them, or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be fair. And usually, and for the record, usually when people say that, you know what I'm saying, it really means they actually dislike them, but they just don't want to say that. This is not that. This is not whether I like them or dislike them, because to be honest with you, I haven't decided if I like it or not yet. And that's the reality of it. My brother Kano said, man, I ain't liked him, don't like him, not gonna like him. You feel me? Kano has his view on it. I haven't decided how much I like it just yet. I'm not so certain. There's things that I see that I like, and there's things that I see that I don't like. There are things that I see that I agree with. Then there are things that I see that I absolutely do not agree with. You feel me? So I'm undecided. My brother Canelo came in and dropped the H bar. Hey. Salute to my brother Canelo. But he did sign Canelo Alvarez to, a deal for whatever that's worth. I'm not gonna lie, Canelo Alvarez is like the Black Widow of boxing, for real. He like, man, it's man. We've not seen anybody that signed Canelo to a multiple fight deal. We've not seen any of them come out on top. What entity has signed Canelo to a multi-fight deal and they've come out on top? Didn't HBO sign them and have them sign a multi-fight deal? Didn't Showtime have them signed to a multi-fight deal? What about PBC? PBC? Didn't DAZN? Actually, DAZN did too. DAZN, Matchroom Boxing, DAZN, they had them signed to a multi-fight deal before, right? Then they had that stint where, the money wasn't adding up, things wasn't right, and they had to scale back on the boxing budget and so on and so forth. Yeah. But he signed Canelo. They signed Canelo to a multi-fight deal. Lined up, you know what I mean, big fights. One which could be mentioned is Canelo versus Terrence Bud Crawford in September, if we get there. They also have partnered with Top Rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Queensberry, and the PBC. They never add the PBC when they talk about this, but they have partnered with the PBC as well. I don't know why they never added the PBC. I don't know why the PBC is so hush-hush on this being added to the partners with the Riyadh season partners, but Premier Boxing Champions has partnered with Riyadh season. And they've rolled out massive productions during this whole Riyadh season movement. You know what I mean? I definitely cannot knock the hustle. It's lavish. A lot of fighters have gotten their biggest paydays, career paydays. They've changed lives for a lot of fighters who have yet to realize $1 million paydays. Yes. But there's an issue with Turki Alalshikh and these things that, he's trying to do and what he's trying to pull together. And those things are, and I'm not even talking about the sustainability of his business structure. Like, I'm not even talking about that, right? Because in order for businesses to sustain, you have to have a ROI. You have to have return on investment, right? You have to take in more than you put out if you're not taking in more than you putting out, it's not sustainable unless you're doing some laundering or something. And I'm not suggesting that, but I'm saying unless it's a front, you feel me? Other than that, in order for a business to be sustainable, you have to take in more than you put out. But the problem is there's still issues within the sport, which are the number of sanctioning bodies. We have 4 major ones. We have the corrupt judging. We have a whole performance enhancement drug epidemic in the sport of boxing. We have the inactivity of the top talent. We have a sport that has not been able to create another mega star. And I'm talking about a real, true, authentic, bona fide megastar. There has not been another one. People are going to come in and argue with that, and they're going to bicker with that, and they're going to get mad. But I'm going to tell you, your favorite fighter right now, my favorite fighter right now, our favorite fighters right now are not megastars. The sport of boxing has not created another mega star. In fact, boxing has, I believe, honestly, probably, possibly the inability to create another megastar under the current condition. Boxing has not created another megastar. Who was boxing's last megastar, family? Who was the last megastar in the sport of boxing? Y'all tell me. This is a call and response. I'm waiting to hear from y'all. Who was the last megastar? Shawala, y'all, what's up with you, beautiful? Dirt Game Boss balling. He said Floyd Joy Money Mayweather was the last megastar in the sport of boxing. And there are a lot of us, myself included, which will argue that Floyd, Joy, Money, Mayweather is still boxing's only megastar. He still has more star power than any fighter in the sport of boxing today. Currently, any current active fighter in the sport of boxing, Floyd, Joy, Money, Mayweather, still has the biggest drawing power. So much, in fact, that if Floyd Mayweather decided to come back, if he decided that he was really going to come back and he was going to fight, because I've heard the buzzing about him fighting a George Ferocious Kambosos. If Floyd decided he was going to come back and he was going to fight George Kambosos, and they were going to fight in Las Vegas, you would have a very hard time convincing me that that would not be $100 million fight. Yeah. It's very hard. You'd be very hard to get me to believe that that is not $100 million fight today. That's $100 million fight. I just said that, Bert. Actually, I literally just said that last week. I literally said that if Floyd wanted to come back and make a splash, he should fight AB. Floyd and AB should fight. That would be $100 million fight. That fight, Floyd versus AB in Vegas, they probably should have that in Atlanta though, just for the R component. Floyd should fight AB in Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, and that would be $100 million fight. That would be $100 million fight. Matter of fact, I think that might be the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Y'all say I'm stupid. Floyd versus AB in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna start pushing this too. Mercedes-Benz Arena, Atlanta, Georgia is $100 million fight. Easy. Biggest fight in the sport of boxing. It would do numbers. It would do numbers. The venue would sell out, first and foremost, and I will be in the building. I ain't gonna hold you. The venue would sell out. They would do 1 million pay-per-view buys. Easy. In the streaming era. Shawad put the fire in. She said, too bad Floyd still ain't messing with AB. But till that point though, Floyd is still the last megastar. You feel me? And the closest thing probably that's come to Floyd, honestly speaking, Adrian Broner probably was the closest thing. He was right on the cusp, and Errol Spence got ascended. He didn't reach that level. Errol Spence ascended. Terrence Bud Crawford has ascended. Canelo Alvarez, of course, has ascended. But and Canelo's probably ascended closer than any of the other ones have. But the last megastar was indeed Floyd Money Mayweather, man. That's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. And when we look back through the sport of boxing, though, because somebody said it earlier, when we look back through the sport of boxing, you got to look at all the megastars that boxing has created, though, right? And it's so crazy because you have Floyd. Before Floyd, we had Oscar De La Hoya. Keep jabbing. We had Oscar De La Hoya. Before Oscar De La Hoya, we had Mike Tyson. Or excuse me, before Oscar De La Hoya, or right around in there, you had Roy Jones Jr. Then Roy Jones Jr., you had Oscar, Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, right? Before Mike Tyson, you had Sugar Ray Leonard. You understand what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard was in there. And before Sugar Ray Leonard, we had Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis. All these were megastars. You feel me? Turning over multi-million-dollar payday. But Muhammad Ali was turning over multi-million-dollar paydays in the 70s. We know Mike Tyson was doing stupid numbers in the 80s. Oscar De La Hoya doing stupid numbers. Sugar Ray Leonard turning over stupid numbers in the 1980s. Multi-million-dollar paydays. Boxing has not created another a megastar That's an issue. And also, I'm gonna tell you an issue that we never really talk about. We don't really give credence to it. Cameron, what's up with the Killer Cam? We don't really give it enough credence, and that is the fact that boxing in America has no real live grassroots development. You understand what I'm saying? There's no real grassroots development in the sport of boxing. And I know people don't really understand it and people don't make the connection, but I'm gonna try to make the connection for you just on that topic. When there's no grassroots, right, means that there's no connection to the communities, no connections to the people. People connect to things through grassroots, hence the term grassroots. So if you want an organization to stick, it's got to be grassroots. You want companies and shit to stick, it got to be grassroots. One of the things, I'll give you an example, one of the things that people really don't look, they overlook and people don't really understand, but I'm going to help. When you look at the No Limit music run, right? You know why the No Limit music run ran the way that it ran? And the run that they had, one of the most successful independent music runs ever in the history of music itself. You know why it ran with such success? It was grassroots. It was grassroots. You feel me? It was grassroots. Master P was selling music from the trunk of his car. From the trunk of his car. You feel me? He was literally going around his projects, going around city to city, traveling, selling CDs out the trunk of his car. And not only was it music out the trunk of his car, it was music that resonated with the people. You had the Salute Boxing and Barbecue. I don't know if I spoke to you, but you had the New Orleans bounce. You feel me? The New Orleans bounce sound. You feel me? You had certain terminology like bout it. That wasn't, a lot of people think that bout it was Master P, that was his thing. Like, nah, that wasn't his thing. You feel me? Bout it was something that they said in New Orleans. And he took it and put it on wax, and then it's time for the national anthem. It became a national anthem, but it resonated with the people. It was grassroots. It was organic. It was authentic. You feel me? So there was no way when he became independent and started putting on artists from his soil. He was putting on artists from his soil, and it became organic, and it was out the mud. You understand what I'm saying? But it belonged to us. Similar. Y'all watch this. Similar, very much similar to the Punch Junkie magazine. Y'all be sure to go get the March issue of the Punch Junkie digital magazine. Available now at the punchjunkieshop.com, man. www.punchjunkieshop.com. Be sure to go and get your issue of the digital magazine for March 2025. Available now.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play. And K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare with a motherfucker bathed in age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the coma. Nigga, this the big dog, I ain't bowing to no one.
Man, I ain't bowing to nobody. But at the end of the day, it's grassroots. You understand what I'm saying? It is grassroots. Boxing does not have grassroots development any longer. They've taken it from the people, And guess what? Now it needs a savior. That's a whole nother conversation, whole nother topic of discussion. Whole nother topic, but of discussion. But throwing money at broken pipes doesn't fix the plumbing, family. Like, that's it. Throwing money at broken pipes does not fix the plumbing. So here are, I just wanted to offer 10 reasons why I don't think the savior complex, or I don't think that the whole savior component is going to be possible with the current landscape of the sport of boxing. And that's just it. Number one is the participation of the sanctioning bodies, period. It's too many sanctioning bodies, too many rules, too many regulations, too many thoughts. Let me pause right there. Yeah, my fault, main event, Mark. Yeah, it's only digital, bro. It's only digital. We made an announcement a while back, but we're moving directly digital. It's just a whole lot better for everything. You know what I mean? A whole lot easier, whole lot better. Maybe if we, maybe we might bring the print version back, because I know a few people were collecting the magazines, for print versions, because they are collector items. First ever Black-owned boxing publication. But yeah, but right now it's just digital. They're available over on the punchjunkeyshop.com. $3. It's $3 an issue, but they're over there. But yeah. But anyway, number one is too many belts, too many sanctioning bodies, too many hands in the pot. You feel me? Everybody sticking their finger in the gumbo. Number two is man, to be honest with you, it's the judging and the corruption. You feel me? It's painfully obvious. Like, painfully obvious. It's painfully obvious that something's going on with the judging in the sport of boxing. Like, something's going on with the judging. And as long as that still exists the way that it does, it's going to be a very, very difficult problem. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Number three is the money over matchups. You understand? My fighters are now fighting, and clout and money and everything has become salute. Man, it's about 4 magazines just got sold. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, family. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all. There's people who are not interested in fighting for legacy anymore. Like, the legacy doesn't mean the same. Yes. It doesn't mean the same anymore. Bert said the pre-filled scoring sheets are routine, not rare. They routine. You feel me? Judges sit down with their scoring sheets already filled out. And that's a fact. Fighters it's the emphasis of money over legacy is just, it's nasty, man. It's nasty. And what that creates is, it creates a condition of people who will do anything for money, and it divorces people from the thought process of the merit and money being attached to the merit. Number 4 is no investment in the youth, man. No investment in the youth. Where are the amateur boxing programs? Where are the gyms? Where are the amateur programs? You feel me? How are these fighters going off and making millions and millions of dollars and not building not putting money, funneling money back into the amateur programs where they come from? You understand what I'm saying? Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Number 5 is no star building machine. No star building machine within the sport of boxing. Like we just talked about, there's no process in place to build boxing's next megastar. Who's the next Floyd Mayweather? Also, it's too many weight classes, man. Too many weight classes in the sport of boxing. What is it? I think it's like 16, 18 weight classes. Too many weight classes in the sport of boxing. Also, number 7 is fighters have gotten on a diet of 1 fight a year. Like, it's too much inactivity. Too much inactivity. How can you be a star in the sport and you only fight once a year and you only funky as your last cut? We done forgot about you, bro. We ain't seen you. And then don't mess around and get injured, or the contracts don't work out right, or there's no negotiation. And then you end up either coming back against a lighter touch that nobody really wants to see, or you don't come back at all and you miss a year. Like, it's too much inactivities. We used to see fighters, man. We used to see fighters. Like, I remember growing up, and with some of my favorite fighters, like I told you all, the reasons why they were my favorite fighters is because I saw them all the time. You feel me? Like Emmanuel Augusta. Like, it seemed like dude fought every month when I was growing up. When I was a kid, Emmanuel Augusta, aka the Drunken Master, aka Emmanuel, what was his name? Emmanuel, it started with a B. Before he changed it to Emmanuel Augusta, his name was Emmanuel, not Bennett. What was his name? It was Emmanuel something with a B. Anyway, he like, bro used to fight on USA. He used to fight on Friday night fights, ESPN. Like, I used to see him all the time. Tuesday night fights, Thursday night fights, Friday night fights, Saturday fights, KOTV. Like, I used to see him fight all the time. So I see you once a month, like, cuz you ain't got no choice but to be one of my favorite fighters. I love watching the Drunken Master. Saw him all the time. This inactivity is man, it's not good with regard to the sport. Cultural pushback as well. Saudi Arabia's involvement, seen by many, is as sports washing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of people. Anytime Emmanuel Burton, that's his name. Burton. His name was Burton. Salute to Jared 11 Green. I appreciate your family. Emmanuel Burton. But when you know, a lot of times when you have foreign entities involved in Shawai, it's in your email. It gets emailed to you, mama. When you make the purchase, you go in and you check your email, it gets emailed to you. When you actually have foreign entities, it's no different than Eddie. Remember when Eddie came over and Eddie was talking that talk, and people were just kind of, and I likened it to, when I listen to Eddie Hearn talk, it's like touching a greasy doorknob. You feel me? Like, Eddie, you just kind of be like, I don't know about Eddie. It's the same thing. So you get a pushback, and also the dependence on aging stars. Like, there's a huge dependence with regard to the sport of boxing. There's a dependence on Canelo Alvarez. So there's a dependence on of course, Floyd and his popularity. Wilder, Fury, Anthony Joshua. Like, these dudes are, aging stars in the sport of boxing. And now they're, you know, on the way out, affectionately, in a lot of ways. And what's next? There's nothing lined up next that is going to come in and replace them at that level. Hence, there's no star-making machine in place. And also the popularity of UFC and other combat sports. Like, you got UFC, now you got people starting to watch bare knuckle brawling. That shit gruesome to me, man. I can't, it's something about bare knuckle brawling, the bare knuckle, that I'll just be like, something about it, man. I know it's people, I know Austin Trout over there getting busy. Paulie was in there for a second, which I found to be awkward because Paulie had hand issues. You feel me? Paulie had hand issues and boxing gloves, and you over there bare knuckle. Come on, bro. Like, I like Paulie talking boxing, man. I know people don't mess with Paulie. I mess with Paulie though. I need Paulie to talk boxing. You feel me? Even with his bigoted and I'll call it prejudice, his prejudice commentary from time to time. But anyway, all this money in the game of boxing, and we still got fighters, you know, having to sue promoters, having to sue management situations. We got ducking. We dealing with dirty drug tests. You feel me? Like, it's a whole lot, man. And none of this stuff is saint behavior. Boxing is not saint behavior. You know what I mean? That's just boxing, period. That's just it. Yeah. Dwayne Jones said the Arab has never been our ally. So it's man. So it's some stuff, man. It's some stuff. So those are the reasons why I don't really think that this nasty savior complex, man, is not really good for the sport. And I'm gonna say this because I got to get out of here. I gotta go get my kids. I'm gonna tell you, man. And this is the honest truth. This is the honest truth. I'm glad Alalshikh is Turki Alalshikh is coming in, and anything that benefits the fighters, I'm cool, good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff within the sport that needs to be cleaned up. And I also feel that, and this is me being honest, the fighters have got lazy. That's just it, man. Got lazy. Fighters don't even want to interview with people with the media outlets. Fighters don't even want to interview, and then wonder why they're not popular. You understand what I'm saying? Fighters don't want to. They don't want to do the work that's necessary. They don't want to do the grassroots stuff. A lot of them move away from their crib and don't go back. You understand what I'm saying? You know how much more popular Showtime Sean Porter would have been and could have been if only he would have come back to Ohio and did a fight. Once he went out and got it and got a championship fight, why they didn't bring a championship fight, him defending a title back to Ohio is beyond me. You feel me? But like these fighters, they don't do stuff back where they're from. A lot of them don't. Some of them do. Salute to those that do, but they don't do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like they don't do these things. They've gotten lazy. And then there's going to be times where you're not going to be able to. So you mean to tell me that you can't get this fight and you don't want to, you can't get this fight. This fighter won't fight you and you miss that payday and whatever the case may be. So you're going to sit on the shelf for a whole nother year instead of just doing the things that you need to do to create you should have your own fight at home. You understand what I'm saying? You should have your own stay busy fight and put a stay busy fight on at home. You got to put your own money up. As sometimes if you're a boss, you got to put your own money up. You got to put your own skin in the game. And a lot of these fighters don't do that. Like they haven't done it. Honestly speaking, the only fighter that I really truly saw doing that, and this is being real, the only fighter that I seen that had, his own promotional entity and really carried it as such and really did that work was Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner was one of the only fighters that I really saw bringing championship boxing back to where he was from, putting other fighters on where he was from at a large scale, and really making sure that the world paid attention to what they were doing. It's like Adrian Broner is the only person I saw do that. I seen Adrian Broner do stuff promotionally that I haven't even seen Floyd done. I think Floyd did an excellent job promoting himself. You feel me? And Floyd did a good job in attaching Tank Davis to his star power and letting some of that star power trickle down from Floyd to Tank Davis and moving his career in a such way that would complement. Man, I just thought about it. Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions, they did a masterful job with Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the truth, man. We can argue and bicker about it later. But as far as his individual star power, his individual prowess, they did a masterful job with him. Not necessarily what's best for the sport of boxing, not really what's best for the legacy of his career, but as far as what's best for his individual star power, yeah, they did a masterful job. Man, it's 2:30. I got to get out of here and go get my kids. But at the end of the day, my brother, salute to my brother 503 Line, man. He said, don't forget who brought Tank to Floyd. It was AB. Man. But anyway, this savior complex is nasty, and it's caused fighters to, like, fighters are literally, think about that. Think about all these fighters that are just inactive, bro. Like, you mean y'all inactive? You mean to tell me like the Charlos couldn't have come together and put a show on at Minute Maid Arena, bro, in Houston? Like, y'all couldn't have done that, bro. Y'all couldn't have went over there to the little NRG Park and put on a fight there, bro. Put on an all Texas card. Come on, bro. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, Robert Easter Jr. has been inactive. He had some things go on, got shot, all of that kind of stuff. But he been inactive. Like, you just gonna be inactive, bro. Like, you can't come to Toledo, the Huntington Center, and put on your own car in the Huntington Center. You feel me? Y'all got these promotional entities. Y'all got, you feel me? Lions Only Promotions and TBT, the Bunny Team Promotions and all. Y'all got that stuff, bro. But y'all just talking. And this ain't no disrespect. I'm finna go up there and see y'all. I'm finna be in Toledo, man, with y'all in here in a day or so. I don't want no problem. Y'all don't run up on me, man. You feel me? I'm just telling y'all the truth. Like there's things that we need to do, and these fighters got to get back to the grassroots. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they got to bring. EJ brought himself back home, but did EJ put on a card? He brought a PBC card home, but did he bring like his own? Did he put on a man down promotions card? You see what I'm saying? Because they're still, even with About Billions, they were doing pro-am fights, amateur fights, like they were doing a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, man, I salute Supreme Beast Box Talk. I see you, but it's a whole lot of I don't know, man. Fighters just, they ain't had no skin in the game, bro. You know what I mean? And for whatever reasons, they not pouring it back, and that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? I need like Keyshawn Davis when he gets the opportunity to, and he's not. I'm not saying he's there yet, but when he gets the opportunity back to, man, I need that love back in Norfolk, Virginia, bro. Like, I need that. Don't just bring, top ranks and have them put on the card. No, put on your own cards. Put on and feed some of the other youngins. Put on some pro-am cards. Put some money in the pockets of the fighters that are there coming up behind you. Look out for them. Make sure they have the best, some good equipment. I ain't even gonna say state-of-the-art equipment. Make sure they got good equipment. Make sure they're able to get some of those national registration fees. You know what I'm saying? Make sure go buy them a van so that they can get the youngins to where they going. Like, we got to get back to this grassroots stuff. I done turned this into something else, and I done went on another 3 minutes. I got to go. But at the end of the day, this savior complex is nasty work in the sport of boxing, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And I gotta go. It's just like my real life. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Turki Alalshikh is coming to deal with the sport of boxing, to get what he wants to get out the sport of boxing, and then he gonna go on with whatever else is next for him. You feel me? He gonna come. It's his turn. He gonna come get what he wants from the sport of boxing. He gonna lift boxing's skirt up. He's gonna get what he wants, and he's gonna go on with what's next. And that's nasty. The same happened with Al Heyman. Same happened with Eddie Hearn. And the same is going to happen with Alalshikh. Shawah said he's already passing it along. Off to the next. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for taking time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have absolutely no idea. Salute to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind, so be sure to come check us out. www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com, man. Once again, come check us out. Salute to everybody that's over there showing love to the Black Gent, man. Thank you all so much, man. If I had a million tongues, I could not tell it all. Salute to everybody that's purchased, and it's about 4 more purchases than came in for the Punch Junkie digital magazine for March 2025. Man, y'all come get your magazines, man. Come get your magazines. They're there for you. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Also, consider coming to write your own. Write an article if you want to be a boxing writer. Y'all come on over, man, and come on over to this side, man. You ain't I ain't finna do nothing because I don't want no dust up with nobody. I don't want no dust up with Ring Magazine or none of the other entities, man. I was about to go off the deep end. You feel me? I don't know if y'all heard it or not. I was queuing up to get on my Suge Knight. You don't want Dougie Fisher dancing all in the videos. I was about to get there. Bert, we running another issue in April, man. We running another issue in April. Write your article, submit it to me. You feel me? Write your article and email it to me, bro. Just send it to me. Write your article and send it to me. Yeah. Shawai, you said you're going to write an article, Shawai. You said you want to write. You said you've been itching to write, Shawai. I think that's what you said, Shawai. You've been itching. Well, I've been itching to write, Junior. I'd love to write an article. Write it. Shoot it to me. Pick whatever your subject is. Let me know what your subject gonna be so that I won't have different writers, because we still have, people submitting what they're gonna write. So I don't want everybody writing the same subject. So let me know. Email me what your subject is gonna be. You can email me. Just do contact at punchjunkie.com. Contact at punchjunkie.com. Stormy B Man said, I'll do something too. I need you to write, Stormy B Man, but I'm gonna call you right now because I need you for something else. I need you for something else with this issue. I need you with something else. I need you for something else in April. So I'm going to literally call you. I'm going to call you today. I'm going to call you when I get off of here. If you free. If not, call me when you free, but I'm going to call you when I get out of here. All right. 503 said, go get your kids, man. I got to go get my kids. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You have absolutely no idea. Also, those of y'all with businesses that you want your businesses, we do have ads. We have an ads program, so you can just let me know. I'll shoot you the information for the ads. You can run your ad. Those of y'all get the magazine. You'll see the ads. You'll see everything. Salute to our current sponsors and our current consistent sponsors. Thank you all so much. Salute to everybody, man. Of course, the Black Gent sponsor. Salute to the Punch Junkie Shop for sponsoring. 78 Sports TV Patreon, Straight Drop. Salute to Straight Drop. Salute to Fine Food Finds with Field. Salute to my brother Garfield, man, for the ad. Salute to Uncle Near's whiskey, of course. Salute to Uncle Near's, man. Salute to all of our sponsors, man, and all of our family, our whole entire sponsorship team. Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. I gotta go. Salute to the family. This is Junior the Truth signing off, giving you a daily reminder to view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. I'm Ohio-born, player-made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I gotta keep pushing, baby. Y'all go get your magazines.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play and K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare with a motherfucker bathed in age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread.
My fault, family. Salute to Usual Suspect 6, man. Salute to the family over at Usual Suspect 6. I told you, man, I shouldn't have started listing my sponsors without listing them. Salute to Usual Suspect 6, running an ad in a magazine. Who did I miss? I think I missed somebody. Salute to Puncher's Chance, Bourbon. All right. I'm going to create a post for the sponsors, man, and showing everybody love. But I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. Hey, all right, I'm going to get my kids. Salute to y'all, man. This is Junior the Truth signing off. I'm a high-born player, man. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.